Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black with the Strat Time Report, and we got the SPY going inside day to the downside. So here you look at that daily up here in the upper left, you're going to see Friday up, Monday inside, Tuesday down, and the 2-1-2 reversal day. All right, so still an inside week. It's not totally the end of the world, but they are coming in just a tad. So magnitude on something like this is to take this out. Right, this is called a mother bar. Anything before an inside bar is called a mother bar. So when you get that inside bar break, you got that. The question, are you going to be weak enough to get any of this stuff? So we did have the inside 60 go down slightly, but once again, the magnitude was just to take that out, which it did, and then it pops back up. We got a new 60 here to see if things will continue to deteriorate a little bit more off the daily reversal. If you go to QQQ, you're also going to see the inside day to the downside. Magnitude wasn't very far up, just to take that. Still handily an inside week, but red on the week now, and you can see also slightly inside 60 down. So we'll see. We don't have a reversal back up, but we do have a new 60 to keep an eye on. If we go to the diamonds, Dow Jones Diamonds, 2-2 on a Tuesday. So here's what you look for, and you see this in the daily. Yesterday was a 2 up by taking out the highs on a Monday, but then it closed red. So you already had continuity to the downside on the week. Boom, 2-2 reversal. Still looking to take this out. And because it popped into the highs, potential outside week now, 3 on this thing. So we'll see how that goes. If we go to the small cappers, and small cappers here stay inside on the 60. So undecided here. You did go 2 up on a Monday, but went red, and then 2-2 down, right? Have some heavy distance to go down here and be an outside week, but you did hit magnitude by taking that out. These two become an outside bar of that. Now it's going to be weak enough to get here. So this will be a little bit of a tell here on these inside 60s, unable to break small cappers. If we go to AI, and AI, fallen angel, you can see this thing used to be way up there, and now on the month you have your reversal. This took out the lows, 2 down, 2 up, right here. So AI above 48.33, already at 52.75, and plenty of month left. Taking out last week's highs and stuff like that. You can see this inside day. What do we look for? The outside day, inside day 312. The magnitude is to take that out. It did it. So now we'll see if anything more comes of that. Just kind of hovering near the highs right now. If we go to LRCX. And RCX coming in a little bit off of this reversal here, but still watching that because of those semiconductors strength earlier in this month. Still 2 down, 2 up. Backing off here with the market just a tad though, so we'll be careful on that. If we go to PETZ, and PETZ, just shenanigan. You can see yesterday's inside day to the upside ripper, right? Also still an inside month to the upside, but takes a bunch of this stuff out all in one shot. So we'll see. Right now it's inside on the 60, and we'll see if that sets up for more shenanigans later. If we go to Trex and TREX, and there's a nice reversal on the month here. 2 down, hammer, boom, 2 up, and it's triggered by this. The inside week, look at this, 2, 1, 2, and off she goes, and you can see it expands this broadening formation. There's your lower lows, there's your higher highs, and then rips right through it. So quite the move here, so we'll see if that just consolidates up in here, but it would be 2 up, 2 down by taking out the lows, 2 back up over 131.88 in the next hour. If we go to Splunk coming in now, but it is inside week and up, and this is what we look for: the outside week, the inside week, 3-1-2. It hits magnitude by taking that out, right? So just stalls out a little bit up in here. Now you can see the Rev Strat 60 to cool it off. Inside bar takes these two out, so it hits magnitude by taking that out, and then buyers don't step up. 1-2-2 Rev Strat on the 60 for right now, but you are inside week and up, so we'll see if that sets up again for us. Market's starting to firm up just a tad, so there's that. If we go to Big C, and Big C also started way high, and it's just working its way down. I think this is a 3-month outside month. Yeah, outside month. So here was your outside week last week. So this selling was rejected. came back through the range, and that's still being rejected when you have a 3-2 week to the upside. Now you can see that inside in the 60. We'll see if that gets anything going, or if that 30 can get it going off of this. Slight higher high, slight lower low, and above 62.91 sitting right there right now for the next half an hour. We'll see. If we go to Flava Flav, IFF, and IFF, here you can see that here's the upper level broadening formation on the daily. See this? The higher high, then your lower low. And you always want to try and come back to a previous range, right? And you're going to see this. 2, 1, 2 reversal, back through the tri-sheet goes. And if that works, 2-2 reversal on the week. 2 up, 2 down, boom. Hits magnitude by taking that out. These two become an outside week of that. And if that works, now you got the 2-1-2 inside month back to the upside reversal over 150.12. So we'll see if that sets up again for you as well. Let's go to the 60. Anything good in here? There's the 3-2 here. Outside 60. This selling is being rejected, still rejected, and now coming in just a tad here on the flip. If we go to MNDY. MNDY, oh boy. And nice little day you got there, and you can see how that's set up. Inside day, pokes down, hits the magnitude, and then boom, rev strat back through the previous range. And you can see those higher highs, lower lows. There's your broadening formation, trying to expand that. And if that works, of course, that takes this week. And then on the month, 317.59. 2 down, 2 back up. This took out these lows. And so for the month here, about 407.98, we're going to try and take this out. So these 2 months become an outside month of that. MNDY. If we go to FIVN, FIVN, nice gapper, and you can see this is called a kicker. When you got 80-90% red, and then boom, you gap the other way. Yeah, guess who's long this thing? Nobody. And they're all scrambling to get back in. And anybody short can stay short. This thing's tanking. But right up in here, now you got them. And you got them good, and that gives you an outside week. And if that works, potential rev strat month. Inside month, pokes down, boom. If you can get this thing over 170.73, now you got your rev strat month to give her a little more gas. If you go to ESTC, and ESTC, outside day, inside day, 3-1-2 magnitude is to take that, right? Which it did right away. And if that works, that gives you the 3-1-2 week to try and take this out. 181.99. So we'll see how that goes, and that would be into the high. So right now, trying to rev strat to 60. It goes inside on the 60, pokes down, but it comes right back through it. So there's an equilibrium. Just a little profit taking now, looking to be an outside bar and keep it going. If you go to RBLX, and RBLX, just a nice gap and sit so far. So we'll see if there's anything. It hit the magnitude, so you can see this. Once you have that lower low, here's your rev strat inside month, down, and then boom. So right now, this big broadening formation looks like this. Just some exhaustion risk by going into new highs. If you go to BGNE. And BGNE, what do we look for on a Tuesday? 2 down, 2 up. That changes, that reverses Monday's action and brings it back up. Just kind of stuck in a range, but you guys want to know what you're trying to look for. If you go to APLS, here's also what we look for. Outside bar, poke down, the 3-2-2 on the day, and then you had your inside 60. Got to get outside of this stuff, but still fairly tight in here, but an outside month in here, so excuse me, we'll see what comes of that. On the downside, Tesla's, and Elon Musk claiming he's going to sell 10%, so that's a lot of stock. And so you can see this on this move down, it goes 2-2 reversal in the week. 2 up, 2 down on the week, coming down inside 60 and still dropping in. We'll see if more comes of that coming through this previous range. Tesla's, if we go to GE, excuse me, GE on a gap up, going to split into 3 companies, and here's what we look for here. The 2 up, the inside, the poke up, rev strat 30, boom, take these guys out, and hopefully more, because it's not discernibly great news, right? And then if that works, you get your 2 up, 2 reversal 60, and still coming in is GE. If you go to the Dow, you got IBM, and once again, not totally getting killed, but potential outside week. And this is just what we look for on Tuesdays. 2 up, 2 down. That changes that continuity back to red. Comes through these two, become an outside bar of that. The question is going to be weak enough for this. We'll see. If we go to Boeing. The 2-2 on a Tuesday. 2 up, 2 down for these two to become an outside bar of that. The question is going to be weak enough to come all the way into this gap. We'll see. You can watch that with the Dow, of course. If you go to CAT Tractor, gaps up on a Monday, 2-2 reversal back down. So trying to come back in. It was an inside week, but it gapped up. So that might have been all the buying there is to do. So we'll see. CAT, and that tells you can look at Deere and John Deere, 2 up, 2 down on a Tuesday. 2-2, that's what you want to look for. Okay? If we go to Facebook, still an inside week, right? But we know about this broadening formation. We've been watching this one for a while. And yesterday was a 2 down. And now it's 2 down again, trying to come back through all this. And so we'll see. Zuck just sold some more stock this week, so we'll see how that goes. Inside on the 60 right now. If you go to CMPS. Whoa. This is what we call the pivot machine gun. This is why you want to come back through a previous range. Anybody long is going to be long against where they got in or a relevant pivot to them. Still looking to take all of this stuff out and give me an outside month. Pounding this thing on the 2-2 reversal week here. Let's take out the highs. Yeah, this is a 3-weeker now. So coming back through the range, all sorts of trouble in this thing. So we'll see if that sets up again too. If you go to LAZR, also on the gap list, that's what we look for. The 2 up by gapping up, the inside 60, the 2-1-2 reversal back down. We'll see if that continues into the gap. If we go to Goldman Sachs, inside day to the downside. All right, so it was undecided on Monday. Now it's making a decision, trying to get out of this broadening formation, which is an outside bar in the week. So for the rest of the week, I want to know about Goldman Sachs below 403.02. Which you are there right now, and that tells us to take a look more. How's Morgan Stanley doing? Inside day to the downside, got a little bit more room to get out of that thing. And potential 1-bar rev strat month. Inside month, pokes up. Potential outside month, Morgan Stanley. If we go to ZBH. And ZBH just having some problems here, and this is what you look for. Is like we do have some exhaustion risks going into recent lows, but you are taking out last month's lows, last week's lows after yesterday's 2 up, 2 down day to start off the week. ZBH having some issues here. If we go to PayPal, so PayPal trying to stabilize a little bit, but all sorts of problems here. And people are like, is it oversold in here? I'm like, well, you had this really aggressive selling, right? Then an attempt to buy, 2-2 reversal down, and then just the slow dribbler of bottom pickers, and then when the earnings came out last night, it spiked up into here before puking, right? And now we'll see if that sets up again. Right now it's trying to recover. If we go to Sava, and Sava, not totally getting killed here either. It's an inside week, but you do have this. The inside day, the poke up, the rev strat, these two become an outside bar of that, right? So we'll see if that sets up again. Now it's trying to rev strat the 60 back up. Inside, poke down. So this thing's just a nice mover to keep an eye on for scalping. If you go to AMC for those apes, AMC 2-2 on a Tuesday, 2 up, 2 down, boom, right here, changes that week back red, and that's a reversal, and then you get your inside 60. We'll see if this gets any worse. If we go to UPST, and UPST, not the end of the world, but it is inside week to the downside, right? And so we'll see here. If you go to BNTX, and BNTX was an inside day, but it gapped up, and now you can see this. The outside 3, 1, 2 to the downside. We'll see if that gets any worse, still inside week. If we go to Palantir, 2 up, 2 down on the earnings, you just still got more of this stuff, right? inside on the 60. We'll see if this gets worse. If we go to Caesars, Caesars, 2 up, 2 down on the month. That's something I definitely want to know about. Still an inside week, but anytime this is right on all time frames, that's something I'm going to want to know about. You can watch that with the other casinos. Just a couple more. Overstock. In Overstock, shooter counters hammer. Hammer goes up, shooter 2-2 on a Tuesday down. Not totally getting killed, but you know, you can see you can create a lot of winning positions just knowing what we should be looking for. If we go NVIDIA just gaps up on an inside day, so potential inside outside day. So we'll see. You can watch that with the Qs and the SMH. So that's going to do it right now. SPY trying to recover. So we want to see if we can get any more selling out of this, or going to try and recover back up for potential Rev Strat day. But right now, inside day and down is the flavor, and a lot of 2-2s. That's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith. This is Smith in the Black. Strat Time Report.